You know, with how bad my luck was at the early days of this project, I'm really surprised that this occurrence hasn't happened sooner. At least it'll make things more interesting today. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Persona 3 FES. Previously, we saw that this guy Shinjiro has been taking some suppressants to keep his persona under control. The reason that we discovered this was that it turns out that Chidori also has the same problem. She can't naturally control her persona, so she needs to take those meds as well to, well, keep that persona under her control. We also did some social business with Ken, who's pretty worried about his relationship with Miss Kanu. And we also talked to Mutatsu at Club Escapade about just taking life in stride, never expecting anything. It was a really interesting discussion. Plus, we also had some interesting developments with Kaz's social link. Somehow I did not have enough social link points in order to advance to the next rank, which was really surprising to me, but I hopefully will be able to rectify that in due time. Today, with our status in a less favorable position, we're gonna head to Tartarus. This is gonna be very historic for me because I have never gone into the labyrinth under any capacity while being tired. I mean, you had to be pretty dumb or very daredevilish in order to even think of doing this, but I'm doing it today for the sake of trying to stick to my schedule and my planner. Hopefully, this will not result in me having a lot of bad luck at Tartarus. But now to decide who to bring with me. This is a pretty strange party that I assembled, but all these guys are pretty close to learning some stuff, so that's why I picked them. We're going with Akihiko, Koromaru, and Shinjiro. Well, Shinjiro's pretty obvious because he just joined the party recently and we only saw him in battle just one time. That's not going to be enough to showcase what he can bring. Aki and Koro, like I said before, they're close to learning some pretty good stuff, so that's why I'm tagging them along for this current stint through Tartarus. But as far as the Yabasha enemies go, I did say recently that we didn't see all of the shadows that this block has to offer, at least in the second section. And it turns out that I was actually pretty diligent when I was researching this. We only have one shadow that we haven't come across yet. And it's not going to be this thing, but the shadow that I am looking for is encased in a small shadow on the field. So hopefully I'll be able to run into that thing before we advance to the next section of Tartarus. It's going to be a lot easier said than done though, so hopefully this will not take too long. This is the thing I was looking for. The only shadow we haven't seen in Yabasha, the Jotun of Power. I remember that these Jotun shadows also have given me some trouble in the past, and from what I remember, these guys are pretty damn hurtful. As we can see, this one drains ice, has a lot of Bufala spells, strong was at that. But some of these I do remember having that skill last resort. We've seen that in the past where an enemy will self-destruct if its health is too low. So the objective here is to try to damage it so much that I will not get the chance to do that. Let's see, what do I want to bring? Anything that's not ice related, because of course this does drain ice. Who can benefit the most from this? I guess Kusi Vital might really have Wind Boost to yet to learn. So we'll try to get close to that at the very least. Summon a Garula. I'm not gonna do as much damage unfortunately because of my stupid tired status. I'll also make to with relying on the others to try to dish out more of a bigger damage output than I would usually do. Alright Shinji, it's your turn to deliver some big damage. Some major damage, please. Thank you. But I think no matter what I do next, this thing is gonna use last resort. Let's use Garla again to hope for the best. That it doesn't do last resort at all. Hopefully it will be stupid, but I don't think it'll happen. Oh, it actually will! It decided to go for Bufala instead. I kinda looked out there. Tatsu were given a little reprieve, at least for now. But I think with Shinji's last fatal end, or it can use its crit strike too. Whatever, Shinji. Do whatever you want. I'm not gonna complain. After all, I think you are more badass than I am. And we did see that Shinji did use the headbutt in battle as well. So it's not just a thing he does in cutscenes. He also does it as a melee combination attack during Tartarus. I like that they kept that detail too. It's a little bit of a continuity thing. Also, Shinji's just, like I said, he's badass in general. So it would definitely suit his character that he would do something like that. After all, he is a really, really tough guy. So that was the only shadow that we have yet to see in Yabasha that we now have seen. Coral, what'd you find? You found the stairs already. Good job, boy. Let's move on. I was kind of getting worried that because we got separated, that would delay our trip back up here a little longer, but thankfully Coral was very close to the stairs. I love it when that happens when your team gets separated. The pathway is becoming unobstructed, and of course it will give way. And now we can advance to the next section of Tartarus, as in the next block. That's right, we are doing Yabasha like what Elizabeth said recently during one of our request turn-ins. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as Fuka is done with her dialogue, I give you the Zaya block. I actually really like the design and the color of this block because it is made of pure gold, and I think that it just looks really well. This is my favorite block in Tartarus to date as far as aesthetic goes. As far as aesthetics, colors, as far as presentation goes, that's what I'm trying to say. So the first thing that we're encountering right away is the killer drive, not the wall drive. I thought it was a wall drive at first, but we actually fought that in the last block. I don't remember what this thing is weak to though. We'll throw a Garula and see what we can dish out. I figured what's gonna be the weakness. Oh, but it does have counter though. It is a physical based shadow. These drives are. Has no weaknesses whatsoever. Actually does have light. Very important to don't have Ken with me. Ow! Ow! That hurt a lot! So much so that Akihiko's down. That is not very nice, Mr. Killer Drive. Let's see if I have something that does have Hama. I think Titan does have it. No, it has Mudo. Does anything I have Hama? I hope so. Otherwise, we're gonna be in this battle for a long haul, and I don't see anything that does have the skill. Oh man, I hate coming across the shelves where the only weakness is either light or dark, which means I have to fight them a long way. But given what this guy dished out with that brutal, I think it was a gigantic fist attack, I'm gonna have to be really careful around this shadow. Well, it's not gonna survive any longer because Shinji's gonna take it out. With one last fatal end, that power charge is not gonna matter. It's a shame that Akihiko is gonna lose out all those experience. But, whatever. 176, I'm pretty sure he won't be hurting too much over that. And I can't revive him automatically like my AI partners can do with Rakarn. I have to be the slow one and do it manually because apparently I'm not that good of a leader. Kinda sucks, but you can't control the AI in this game, so I guess it does make sense that they can't do that, but still. Kinda stupid that I can't do that if I have a persona that has the Rakarn skill. But moving on, we have two more shadows. Well, actually one new shadow. The Champion Knights are making a return here. But the Tranquil Idol, I know it's new. This guy is weak to Garla, I thought so. So I'll be able to make quick work of you, or at the very least, take you down so you won't get your turn off. And now for these Tranquil Idols. Tranquil for Strike Attack. I knew that was going to be the weakness, but it doesn't hurt to get some damage on it. Now Korbar advancing with Agilao. It blocks fire, okay then. I guess that red veil isn't just for presentation. Okay, so you're not weak to fire. I don't think I have to worry about that champion, so I'll switch out to something else. Takamikizuchi. I'm pretty sure that Takamikizuchi doesn't have Elect Boost yet. I could be wrong. But the Yoga will damage that Tranquil Idol. Are we gonna lose weakness, or does it get overwritten because I took the analyzing off of that for the Champion Knight? That's probably what happened, actually, because it's taking a lot longer than usual.
The enemy's going to attack.
Okay, that's not good.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the
So
target.
first things first, I will take down the Champion Knight again. I'm just trying to delay things so we can get the information of the Tranquil Idol, despite the fact that it's almost dead. I also want to point out that Shinji, he didn't stumble like a normal party member would do. He actually just stopped probably because of his inability to completely control his persona. We did learn that last episode that he was taking suppressants, probably for that same reason, so that's why he did stumble down, or just kneel down instead of stumbling like anyone else would. This thing is weak to dark. Figures the one time I put Koromaru on standby, we find an enemy that's weak to darkness. Well, makes sense because it's dishing out light. And now that champion that's gonna come back up. Okay, so now we know the weakness of the Tranquil Idol. I'll set everyone back to act freely. And go to town on the Champion Knight. This probably won't matter that much switching the tactics back to normal. Because I'm probably gonna take down everyone else after I beat that Tranquil Idol to death.
Still alive.
Well, Shin's gonna get his shots in. Well, at least it's swinging.
That's that.
And that's that indeed. Took a little longer than usual, probably because, like I said, the analyzing probably got overrated because I switched to the Champion Knight when I was trying to get the information from the Tranquil Idol. That's probably why, which was a very surprising thing that I learned about. I didn't think that was possible. What does Pale Rider have? Oh yeah, you got a lot of Mabuto skills, and Budo skills in general. I'm not sure if I have flowers, to be honest. I probably did fuse it, but I don't remember. It's been a while since I did some Persona fusing after all. Titan, whatever. I don't really use Titan that much. Plus, I do have Pale Rider, which is a better user in terms of dark magic. Albeit that the Budo skills I have with Pale Rider aren't really the best, but it's better than nothing. Let's go around this corner to see what else we can find on the new Zaya block. New enemies, I thought so. If I remember these guys correctly, yeah, the blue sigils.
I'll scan the target.
I do remember them, but I don't remember what they're weak to. It's either Bufu or Agi. I'm not too sure. We'll go with High Pixie first and try out Bufu. So I'm not counting on this to work too much because of the color scheme. Thinking what we learned the last battle of the Tranquil Idol adds a little bit of advice, and I thought so. They drain ice, so they must be weak to fire magic. I remember learning in one of my early playthroughs of this game that sometimes the color scheme of
It's weak against darkness.
the enemy, of the shadow enemy can kind of dictate one of their properties. In this case with the blue sigil, it does drain ice because it is wearing blue. But that's not like 100% guaranteed thing that you should rely on. That's just something I learned when I was at somewhere around this point in the game on one of my earlier playthroughs, like I said before. But it's not a guaranteed tip to rely on. That's not gonna attack me. I'm really worried. I just realized that Koromaru's not with us. No wonder we're not getting any dark magic counts. Someone got separated from it. He wasn't that far away from us. That's just really a huge inconvenience when that happens sometimes. Is that when one of your party members is not that far away from you on the field, but somehow if the game sometimes will pick it up as that party member actually is far away from you to the point that they're not able to be with you during battle. It's such a huge inconvenience if anything. Well, not really huge, more like a small thing. But it's just dumb that it happens.
I couldn't finish it off.
Okay, so this guy just casts a Bewilder on Aki, not Aki, but Aki. And you are weak to
Only one
darkness.
enemy left.
I'm actually gonna switch off the Pale Rider because I do have the Mamudo skills and Mudo skills. I don't know why I keep saying Mamudo a lot. That's a multi-darkness attack. Mudo is a singular dark attack, which probably won't work. And the verdict says, yeah, that's so. Even though this thing is weak to darkness, it didn't work. You're taking a lot of damage, me especially. Well, of course it's Akihiko, but me especially, because I'm tired. Everyone else isn't. Okay, what to do next? Because I want to get the experience from this guy. Let's try to roll the dice one more time with this Mudo thing. Dare to be dangerous here. Yeah, I thought so. Didn't work again. It's gonna cast Bufu Died on Shinji. Thankfully, Shinji has no weaknesses whatsoever. So I don't have to worry about him taking too much damage, unless he is tired.
Hang in there.
But right now, all he's focusing on is healing.
I couldn't finish it off.
Should I try again? You know what, why not? It's not attacking me, so... I'm just tempting fate at this point. And it still doesn't work, my god! It's probably because that given the fact I'm using the weakest darkness skill in the game, combined with the fact that I'm tired, is making me less accurate than usual. But Core didn't have any better luck. At least Shinji did with that crit with the fatal end, that's good. At least we got a lucky break somehow in this fight. Although things weren't going our way for a while. Yeah, at least Core got a level up out of that little debacle. Now, I don't remember for sure, but every now and then we can see some parts of the side block that the gold surface will actually have a little sheen that'll go across the surface. I'm not too sure if we're able to see that now since we are starting the Zio block, but it's a really cool touch that does come by every now and again. If I'm remembering that right, I don't know for sure. After that run-in, Akihiko got a level up too. If I remember correctly, Akihiko's actually got the skill Elect Boost now, which is what I checked up on when I was assembling my party. I believe this is the persona we haven't assembled yet, or at least captured. This is Orobus of the Magician Arcana. It doesn't have any particular unique skills that I find useful. Sure, Amitama, why not? We're not gonna see Kazuchi again for a little while, so I'm not gonna be too worried about losing Amitama. Ooh, hello! Already found the red shadow in this early going of the block. But this red shadow, I remember giving me a lot of trouble. This is the Hakuru Musha. Pretty sure I butchered the first name, but not the first time I've done in this Let's Play. Pretty sure won't be the last. These guys, I remember, are pretty adept when it comes to striking. So like physical abilities, these guys can be pretty dangerous at. But I thought so. They are weak to dark. More often than not, these samurai enemies will be either weak to light or dark from what I remember. Thankfully, I lucked out and found out this guy's weakness straight away, because like I said, he's given me a lot of trouble in the past. Look at this, he's weak to both light and dark, but he can evade Slash, Strike, and Pierce. These guys are really dumb when it comes to trying to use physical abilities against them, because they can evade all the melee attacks. So you're better off just trying to use any form of magic, or if you're a smart person, then you would have a persona that can either use Hama or Mudo skills. I were coming across a lot more enemies that do have either a Hama or Mudo weakness as of late.
Still alive.
And we can see that these guys are very durable as well, even when using strong magic attacks. At least I consider strong at this point in the game. They can be pretty dangerous, especially with Zane and a power chart Zane is at that. That is just spelling trouble for us. And we are not doing really well right now with these dark skills. Because all I know right now, I should have had a Persona that had a Hama skill too. If I understand why I don't use the Hama Budo skills that often.
I couldn't finish it off.
Alright, Shinji, what are you gonna deliver next? Hopefully you won't miss this time. And... yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. As soon as I said it, I knew it was gonna happen. Akihiko went down again. Oh man. And if this guy dies of this attack, I'd be a little bad. Okay, he didn't. But I probably should have risked the chance of trying to bring Aki back to life. He already got a luck boost, so I probably shouldn't worry about trying to bring it back to the fight. So I'm gonna try to keep Budoing until this guy can go down. Or not. Maybe I have to resort to using the brute force method in order to beat this guy. Or should he get a crit out of nowhere again? Let's kick some ass indeed, Shinji.
That's that.
Can't believe we got a second crit in this expedition thus far. Ooh, look at this. Level 6 cars. Coming across these things now. Should I get the experience or the money? Experience or money? Experience, money. I think I'll go for the experience. And thankfully, they're not going too fast. Yeah, buddy. The level 6 wall card. It's a shame that Aki's gonna miss out all that juicy experience. Maybe I should have brought it back to life after all. But at any rate, Pale Rider gets a level up, and he can learn Survive Light. Well, actually not yet. Kinda lied there.
My skills have increased.
At least Shinjiro leveled up. I figured he would, since that got a butt ton of experience for us. Actually, it was very fortuitous that we came across those Mushas, because since they're a red shadow, they are the target for a subjugation request from Elizabeth. We need 3 golden handguards, and I'm pretty sure we got 2 of them for that first fight. And for the other requests that relate to Zaya, we need to get 5 Empress mirrors from something called Elegant Mother, but we won't be seeing those for a little while. And we have the rare shadow target of this block, the Opulent Hand, which can give us a silver medal. And that bow weapon is actually a weapon for Koromaru, which I'm pretty sure is a lot stronger than the dagger he has right now, which is kind of silly saying that because, you know, the dagger's a blade and the bow's, well, a bone. Can't imagine a bow could do a lot more damage than a dagger would, but what do I know? It probably does for all I don't know. Finally hit level 41. Didn't take that long for us to achieve this new level up. And Kusumitama is now one step closer to learning Wind Boost. Oh man, that's a lot of experience it's gotta collect though before we even attain that thing. And I don't want anything to happen to Ricardo. That's just crazy talk. That would be really dumb for me to do. Finally came across some new foes, but we're only on the 2nd floor of the Zio block, so I shouldn't be too concerned about that. Constancy Relic. Okay then. These guys might be able to reflect or drain wind. I'm not too sure. Or they block it. I figured they had some property with that. The relics more often than not have some sort of advantage against the wind attack. But they're weak to fire though. Good job, Koro. Able to expose the enemy's weakness already. But you didn't continue on trying to knock the other ones down. Koro, you might be a smart dog, but I think you still have a lot to learn, boy. Okay, but now that I know the weakness, Huapo, yeah, might as well. I do have the weakness in my arsenal, so I will be stupid to not use it. Even though Huapo won't get any benefits from getting experience now.
Alright, let's kick some ass.
We're gonna rush this thing and annihilate it.
My persona has a new ability. It restores your health a little when you advance to the next floor.
Alright, I've been trying to get this ability for Fuka, Healing Wave. That is a very useful skill that she has. Now we're gaining a little bit of HP every time we advance to a new floor. That is so helpful. Started to think I should switch off to another weapon, because we encountered some new enemies. This is some sort of Maya, the ill-fated Maya,
Give me a sec.
and I
I'll
really should have healed up from the last battle, because I am hurting pretty bad, as is everyone else. Okay. What should I use? What should I use? Should I be stupid and use a B-chain? Maybe I should do that because we're in really dire straits right now. You know, I'm gonna do it. We're really desperate, and I'm not gonna take the chance of going back to the beginning because I haven't saved in a while. So what these things are weak to.
I've been waiting for this.
Good job, Akihiko. You actually exposed the enemy's weakness already. The weak to electricity.
Last one.
Well, that one actually survived. That's pretty surprising. It called to do unnecessary slash to finish the job. I have no idea how that matter survived, but it's dead now. It doesn't really matter. Okay, another new target. The arcane turret. This one I remember being pretty difficult, but if I remember correctly, the weakness to it might be Zio. I might have some advantage against Zio. Who knows? We're about to find out. Yeah, I thought so. It is weak to Zio. But if I also remember correctly, this thing can be pretty strong against all attacks. Yeah, figured. Given its attack, it literally did tank through the damage. So now what should the battle plan be? Maybe I'll relent off it. We still have the player advantage, so it's not gonna hurt us this time around. Just try to damage it. And Carl, you should probably give up on that Mudo thing. It's not gonna work out. No offense. At least Shinji can do some damage with Fatal Edge, albeit the physical attack won't do that much of a scratch. I can't believe I wasted all my SP on those stupid Mudo skills. I should have left that up to Koro, because he's got plenty of SP left. Well, he has HP too, but my point stands. We'll cast out Yoga Joe. We haven't used too much of these, and for good reason too, because they can be used in useful situations like this. Oh, attack's not gonna do that much damage. Okay, go with that. That's Yoka again. I'll be cast Yoka one more time. That delivers more damage than the all attack I feel. And that Mudo actually worked for once. Great job, Koro. Did it better than I ever will. Akihiko gains one more level up. But things are getting a lot tougher for us now. Probably because of the stupid condition that's holding me back. Alright, this is a little surprising. I finally got the ill-fated Maya stat screen to display. And to my surprise, it actually has two weaknesses, Zio and Garu. Didn't know that, but that'll be pretty useful to remember now. I'm pretty sure I don't have this persona yet. Linan Sadi. I've never been able to figure out how this persona is actually pronounced, but I know for a fact that we don't have this in our arsenal yet, or our companion for that matter. You're an Empress persona too. Oh man, it's getting tougher and tougher for me to decide what to replace, and I keep forgetting to show off something else Megiddo. I gotta remember to do that. We'll get rid of Alp. It's cheap to buy back anyways. Ooh, I see something. I see something valuable. Gotta sneak up on it. There we go. Okay, that's step one. The opulent hand. And there it goes. That's how it works sometimes, when you find a rare shadow. Sometimes you'll be able to get them long enough to take them down. Other times, that'll happen. They escape instantly. It's always a heartbreaker when it happens. Always. There are 3 shadows in the middle, on floor 122. And as you can see, I did get something for Shinjiro off screen. He was able to obtain the Night Stalker from a rare chest. And I also got Koromaru a middle dog suit from a rare chest as well for extra defense. So I was able to work out pretty well with those rare chests. I was actually surprised I was able to find 2 of those things, let alone 1. But that's gonna do for today's episode of Persona 3 FES. It's been quite the tough expedition thus far, but I'm not surprised because of my condition. But I'm very happy that we at least got this far without dying, because that was my biggest concern going into the stint of exploring the labyrinth. So next time, we're gonna take on the first pack of guardians that the Zaya block has to offer. Until we meet again, farewell for now.
Once again, I'm back in the lab, cleaning my knives, ready for stabs. I never committed a crime I had to. Out of necessity, I done couple. I plead guilty to Lord in the chapel. Forgiveness given cause I don't look for trouble. Instead finds me, and what I do is fight back. Never look back the past cause it hurts to think back. I pray to God cause I'm still paranoid today.